Stop everything you are doing for hair growth right now. If you are over 60 and you have been taking biotin, rubbing oils into your scalp, or spending money on expensive shampoos, I need to tell you something that nobody in the hair care industry wants you to hear. You are skipping the single most important step in the entire process. Without it, nothing else you do will work. Not the supplements, not the treatments, not the scalp massages, nothing. Today, I am going to show you exactly what that hidden step is and the 6 most powerful ways to finally unlock real hair growth after 60. Before we go any further, I want to share something that genuinely stopped me in my tracks. A study published by researchers at the University of California, San Francisco, followed 1,200 adults over the age of 65 for 4 years. They found that 73% of participants experiencing significant hair thinning had one specific nutritional and cellular deficiency in common. It had nothing to do with protein or iron. I will tell you exactly what it was. When we get to number 1 on today's list, I think your jaw is going to drop. It explains why so many seniors have tried everything and still seen 0 results. I also want to tease something right now. Number 2 on this list involves something most people throw in the trash every single morning without realizing it could be the most powerful hair regenerating compound available to them. And it costs absolutely nothing extra. So stay with me. Let us count down from 6 to 1, ranked from least to most powerful. All scientific references are linked in the description below, starting at number 6. Chronic scalp inflammation. This one catches almost everyone off guard. Think of your hair follicles like tiny seeds planted in soil. When the soil is toxic, poisoned, or on fire, those seeds cannot grow no matter how much water and sunlight you give them. Chronic scalp inflammation is essentially a fire burning underneath your scalp. After the age of 60, your body's ability to put out that fire drops dramatically. Researchers at Johns Hopkins Medical Center published findings showing that adults over 65 have inflammatory markers, specifically something called interleukin-6, running at levels nearly 40% higher than they were in their 40s. That sustained inflammation literally chokes off the blood supply to your hair follicles and signals them to enter a permanent resting phase called the telogen phase. Your follicles fall asleep and cannot wake up. The most effective way to combat scalp inflammation is through omega-3 fatty acid supplementation, combined with a targeted anti-inflammatory diet. Studies out of the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health found that participants who supplemented with 2,000 milligrams of omega-3s daily for 6 months showed a 38% reduction in scalp inflammatory markers and a clinically measurable increase in hair density. The ideal pairing is omega-3s alongside a small amount of vitamin E, which acts as an escort to help the omega-3s penetrate the scalp tissue more effectively. Take your omega-3 supplement with your largest meal of the day because dietary fat boosts absorption by up to 50%. Number 5. This one is especially important if you are over 70. We are talking about a dramatic drop in something called anagen phase duration. Your hair grows in cycles. There is a growing phase called anagen and a resting phase called telogen. In your 20s, that growing phase lasted anywhere from 3 to 7 years per follicle. After 70, research from the Dermatology department at Stanford University shows that anagen can shrink to as little as 1 year. Your hair barely has time to grow before it falls out. What is driving this? A combination of declining estrogen in women and declining testosterone in men, along with something called anabolic resistance, which is your body's reduced ability to respond to the signals that trigger growth. Think of it like a cell phone with a broken antenna. The signal is being sent, but the follicle cannot receive it anymore. The intervention here is targeted scalp microneedling combined with topical peptide application. At-home derma rollers with 0.25 to 0.5 millimeter needles have been shown in a 2019 clinical trial published in the International Journal of Trichology to increase hair count by 68% over 12 weeks when used twice weekly. The microneedling creates tiny microchannels in the scalp that dramatically boost absorption. Pair it with a peptide serum containing copper peptides, which are small proteins that signal your follicles to shift back into growing mode. Do this at night because your scalp's cellular repair mechanisms are most active during sleep. Number 4. Mitochondrial dysfunction in the hair follicle. Mitochondria are the energy factories inside every single cell in your body. Think of them like power plants in a city. When the power plant shuts down, everything in the city goes dark. When your mitochondria stop functioning properly, your hair follicles lose their energy supply and cannot sustain growth. A landmark study from the University of Copenhagen found that hair follicle mitochondrial activity declines by approximately 45% between the ages of 50 and 75. That is nearly half of your follicle's energy capacity gone. The primary driver of this decline is a compound called NAD+, which stands for nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. Think of NAD+ as the fuel that powers your mitochondria. By the time you reach 70, your NAD+ levels have dropped to roughly 50% of what they were at age 40. The most effective way to replenish NAD+ is through a precursor supplement called anagen, or NR. Clinical trials at Washington University School of Medicine showed that 500 milligrams of anagen daily for 10 weeks significantly boosted cellular energy production in adults over 65. Pair this with resveratrol, a compound found in red grape skin, because resveratrol activates the enzymes that help your cells use NAD+ more efficiently. Take both in the morning with breakfast for optimal bioavailability. Number 3, scalp sebum. Yes, the natural oil your scalp produces. The stuff that makes your hair look greasy that most people wash away aggressively every single day. Here's what the hair care industry does not want you to know. Sebum contains a compound called squalene, as well as vitamin E and essential wax esters that form a protective biofilm around each hair follicle. This biofilm is actively antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory and signals follicle stem cells to remain active. Research from the dermatology department at the University of Tokyo found that individuals who over-cleanse their scalp, washing daily with sulfate-based shampoos, show a 52% reduction in this protective sebum layer within just 2 weeks and a corresponding increase in scalp microbiome disruption. After 65, your sebum production is already naturally declining by about 60% compared to your younger years. When you strip away what little remains, you are removing the last line of defense your follicles have. The solution is simple. First, reduce your shampooing frequency to 2 or 3 times per week maximum. Second, when you do wash, use only sulfate-free, pH-balanced shampoos. Your scalp's natural pH is around 4.5 to 5.5. Most commercial shampoos are far too alkaline, which destroys that protective biofilm. Third, brush your hair before washing to naturally distribute protective sebum from your roots to your ends. Pair this approach with a weekly scalp massage using just 3 to 4 drops of rosehip oil, which mimics the molecular structure of sebum and helps replenish what has been lost. Number 2, collagen, but not in the way you think. I am not talking about collagen supplements in powder form, though those have their place. I am talking about the collagen matrix that surrounds your hair follicles, and specifically about an enzyme called collagenase that begins aggressively breaking down that matrix after 60. Think of the collagen matrix like scaffolding around a building under construction. When the scaffolding collapses, the workers have nowhere to anchor themselves and construction stops entirely. A study from the Karolinska Institute in Sweden tracked follicular collagen density in adults aged 55 to 80 and found that by age 75, the collagen sheath surrounding each hair follicle had thinned by an average of 61%. Without that structural integrity, follicles miniaturize. They get physically smaller and produce progressively thinner, shorter, more fragile hairs until they stop producing hair at all. This is the biological mechanism behind the fine, wispy hair that so many seniors describe. The intervention is a 2-pronged approach. Internally, supplement with hydrolyzed marine collagen at 10 to 15 grams daily. Marine collagen has a lower molecular weight than bovine collagen, meaning it is absorbed more efficiently by aging digestive systems. A double-blind study published in the Journal of Cosmetic Dermatology found that participants over 60 who supplemented with marine collagen for 12 weeks showed a 28% improvement in hair shaft thickness. Externally, apply a topical vitamin C serum to your scalp twice weekly. Vitamin C is essential for collagen synthesis and also inhibits the collagenase enzyme that is breaking your existing collagen down. And now we have arrived at number 1, the hidden step that 73% of seniors with hair thinning are missing, according to that University of California study. Restoring optimal vitamin D3 receptor.